I find that when I'm by myself, it's when I the most am able to be in a place of complete peace and tranquility. And so I've come to encounter this experience in which when I'm by myself, I can't just be at peace. And a lot of this stuff that I do, that I either write or record or sing or whatever, I do it for exploration and also finding a method of healing to a life that has been perceived as very difficult and very filled with struggle and sadness and pain. And it's been this horrible perception that I adopted since very little. And so I just felt that I didn't know where I was. I felt that I was surrounded by a place with so much fear and discomfort and unhappiness and depression, and it was such a heavy atmosphere that I was breathing in every day for so many years. And I know that all of this is only a story, and all of this is already over, and all of this is an illusion that doesn't really exist. But within the illusion, there's this need to express my point of view coming from the place of experiencing it directly, from a place in which I was not aware that what I was experiencing was an illusion. And so coming from that position, from that place, everything just became too dense and too heavy and too just ugly based on the judgment that I had. And I think that a lot of the pain was created because of that judgment that I had as a child or as an adolescent or any time in my life growing up. And the judgment came because there was a belief system in place that I was not even aware of because it was so automatic, and who knows how it happens that, or in what moment, or how it happens in the illusion that the belief system is created and becomes like part of that person in the story. I don't know when that actually happens or how it happens. I think many things about it, but I really don't know. And so that belief system was already a part of me at one point, and then I decided that what I was seeing was something negative, something that was not supposed to be happening, because it was, according to my perception, hurting somebody else, another human being, or hurting each other. But this was just a judgment. This was just an opinion based on what I was taught that love was. And to tell you the truth, I really don't know what I was taught what love was. I don't recall, like when I look back and I look at my childhood and all that time, and I put the word love next to it, it just doesn't mix. It doesn't come together. It's like I have this concept, or actually beyond a concept. I don't know how to explain it in words to try to define, because in reality I cannot define love. I I can use all the words that I can imagine of in Spanish or English, and I still cannot define love. I cannot put it in a box. But I just put what I think love is, or what I think love is, next to my childhood, and then it doesn't come together, because I saw all this pain and all this suffering and all this lack in every area, so much lack, always lack. It was just the only life I knew. It was just the only life I had experienced in the story, and that lack became so natural to me that it just was part of my regular everyday life. Always lacking in some aspect, financially, always, definitely. It's been like something automatic and something that just makes sense, because that's the way it's always been since I was a little kid. So all this lack in different areas. And here I am looking at this story, and I see myself from outside of the story, and I realize that all of these experiences were not really real. What was real was what was felt based on what was perceived. But what was perceived by itself, it was just an illusion. It was like a hologram that I had projected out or created or made based on the way that I was judging the world. And to me this is all self-discovery, because just to be completely blunt and honest and tell you the truth, I have no idea what I'm doing in this planet. I have no idea why I'm here. I have no idea what I am. I have no idea of anything. And it's bliss not to have an idea. I have no idea. The only ideas that I have are the ideas that the adults told me that I was when I was a little kid. But those were not my ideas. Those were their ideas, and they were teaching me, this is what you are, and this is why you're here, and this is the system, and you have to go to school and then go to college and get a job and work all your life and then retire and then die. And that's what they told me that I was. But I have no idea. How can I know that I am that? When I just appear in this place, I perceive myself as a body. I know I'm not this body, but I perceive myself as a body. And then I look around and I see craziness. I see nonsense. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing here? What the fuck? And like my entire life story is this like horrible, fucking awful horror. Like not fun at all. It was all this uptight. And who knows, it was all my projection. Yes, it was. Come on. It was all my fucking projection. I was so fucking uptight. And I was projecting all that out. So yeah, I am the one that created the fucking story. It was a horrible story. And, I know I'm judging it, but I know it's a horrible story. It's a beautiful story in terms of all the places it took me to. Because of those experiences that were so horrible and dark and heavy and dense, I came out of them to the light. Because of those experiences, I realized that there is light. If I hadn't gone through the darkness that I went through, how would I recognize the light? So that's the beauty in it. That's the beauty, that it's like art that took me through a road and different routes to discover that there is light. And to discover that all these routes that I travel through, that are surrounded by mountains or whatever, are all a hologram or an illusion of judgments, opinions, beliefs. And here I am traveling through all these opinions, all these beliefs, all these judgments, every day, every day, every day. And I'm traveling, and it's tiring, it's exhausting, but I keep doing it automatically, traveling through all these thoughts, through the mind, through judgments. And all of them are just an illusion that doesn't exist anywhere. All of them are just an illusion that doesn't exist anywhere. What I know is that I never left God. And if this resonates with you or doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine. Because all that matters is that it resonates with me. Because it's my search. Because it's me talking to myself to heal myself. I heard Isha say in one of her videos, I actually like Isha. She's a woman from Australia that lives in Uruguay in South America, and she talks about consciousness, and she travels and talks about it. It's not a religion, it's more like a guide to yourself. So it's basically like a map to your center, to finding you. And so she said, when you heal yourself, you heal the world. When you love yourself, you love